Delta.
We're gonna get away from this area, so our prop blast doesn't bother anybody. We don't have any kids running on our propeller. And we gently taxi to runway 23.
How long did it take you to build this one?
I did, I had some little bit of people helping out. We did everything in about 400 hours. But, you know, I was one of the other 3 guys working on it.
I have 2 air ducts here that are for the rear.
Yeah, they work.
Yeah.
But you have to wait until we get some speed.
Yeah, I can feel it already.
Yeah, yeah. Now, what I'm going to do is that we can open a little bit the canopy. There we go. So it makes a big difference.
Now, is this a constant speed prop that you have here, or is it adjustable?
It's a constant speed prop. So you set up here the RPM. You see right now it's 5,700. And then we're going to go down to 55.
Great visibility.
Oh, yeah. The airplane is fun to fly. Usually what we do on this one, we'll take off with 1 notch of flap. We have the second fuel pump coming on in the turbo one, and we're gonna increase the power until we have about 40 inch of manifold pressure. Remember, this is a turbo one. Of course, it's going to be smooth because I change manifold pressure as the RPM increase. So you're gonna see me stop about 38 manifold pressure and then easily go to 40, 41.
Experimental 3 extra Delta, turning final, 23.
We're going to climb at 5,700 RPM. After I put the gear down and we stabilize on the climb, I'm going to reduce the RPM to 55 and the manifold pressure to 39. And then we're going to climb gently. Once we reach a safe altitude, we're going to put the fuel pump off, the second one. And the temperature is about 36, so it should be okay in a little bit. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put the RPM to 3,000.
To the north.
And I'm going to check magneto number 1.
Downwind, 23, Mount Vernon.
Little drop.
Yeah, we're at 1,500.
Go down magneto number 2. Little drop. Stabilize. And that's it. We do not have carburetor heat on this airplane since he has turbo compressed. The air inside is pretty hot and will not form ice.
There are 3 buttons on the stick.
Right. The one in the front is the radio. The one usually shoot, and the one on the top, the little is a trim. It's only connected for the up and down. We do not have aileron trim. But usually, if you go up and down, that's a trim. And the other 3 are not connected. The other one I had before, the stick was very small. You can see the bottom of it, so it's kind of like difficult to fly. So I put this big grip because I feel better with it.
Mount Vernon traffic, Corvallis 5.
So the other switches don't do anything.
On the left downwind midfield for Mount Vernon.
And later on, if I put the autopilot on, one can be the autopilot disconnect, you know.
Yeah. 5-4 Lima Hotel, we'll follow the
For wing tanks, how much fuel we got on?
We got 12 gallons per side, 13 gallons per side.
To the southwest, 1,300 is ground reference, Mount Vernon.
Alright, power, the oil is almost there. I'm going to close the canopy.
5-4 Lima Hotel.
Are you closing the back?
2-3, follow.
Are you tied up? Alright, let me see, I don't see anybody. Alright, at this point I check that the flaps is 1 notch. I put the fuel pump on.
5-4 Lima Hotel.
How many degrees is for 1 notch? 15?
Yeah, about 13. 1-3.
Mount Vernon traffic, experimental 5-4 Lima Hotel, turning base. Excuse me, turning final runway 23, Mount Vernon.
And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is taking off runway 23, Mount Vernon.
That's nice and smooth.
Yeah. Easy. There you go. The gear is up.
When you're
513 Sierra Tango's clear the active, Mount Vernon.
When you're raising or lowering the gear, does it affect the airplane nose?
A little bit. And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is on our left, crosswind runway 23, Mount Vernon. Alright, now we're going to reduce a little bit the power to 39.
Turn right, come around the edge of the ramp. Corvallis, Wilco, I've got the marshaller in sight.
And I reduce the propeller to 55. And see over there, now we're climbing about 800 foot per minute and 90 knots. I weigh about 210 pounds.
I'm about 200.
Yeah, and the fuel is almost full on both sides. There you go. And do you want to fly it a little bit?
When do you get out of the pattern and get a little more altitude?
All right.
Portland Hotel, cleared of 23, Mount Vernon.
Yeah, the engine responds very well, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm surprised at how smooth it is. Normally you can feel vibration on the...
Yeah, no. The structure, like I said, remember the structure is very solid. This airplane is built like a tank. We are actually a little bit overdo it. Our wing braked off almost 12 Gs. And actually didn't break, it just deformed the 12 Gs. So, you know, we went a little bit more than what we were supposed to do, you know. I'm clearing, everything looks okay. The electronic ball on the system is not the best one, it's a little bit lacking, you know. Lagging.
Those vents really work nice in the back here.
The what now?
The vents. I've got nice...
Oh yes, yeah, the vents, oh yeah, that's one of the modifications I made for the first one. The cooling is great up here, you know, when you fly, it's nice. And with this kind of canopy, you want the cool, believe me. Alright, so we're going to reduce the power here now. As you can see, I'm going to go about 65% power. There you go. And I'm going to reduce about 35 on the manifold pressure. There we go. I'm going to reduce a little bit the RPM to 53. There we go.
So is this straight and level now?
Not yet. This is about straight and level. See, right now with about 65% of power, it gives about 125 knots indicated, you know. As you can see, the nose is a little bit down, you see that? On the front, it looks very aggressive, you know. Let's not go too far away, so we don't get lost up here.
Like I say, I just can't believe the visibility is
the visibility
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Put a little bit of power. It's a nice 360.
Alberta traffic, Cessna 7539 uniform, about 8 to the southwest, going to climb up to 3000, first seats power over 23 for close traffic, Alberta.
Melbourne traffic, you got experimental 9 Bravo Alpha that's 10 miles to the southwest.
Southwest is a bit there. Alright, that's good.
2000.
The 39 uniform will stay out of the pattern, so you go ahead and land.
See, the airplane is very docile, you know what I mean?
Yep.
That doesn't make any nervous movement, you know. And we still...
You can really feel the G's on it though.
Yeah, you can feel it. You don't have a 2G, but you see what I'm telling the people, there is no vibration, no shaking. You feel like you're in a solid airplane, you know?
I'm having a little bit of exhaust fumes back here.
Oh, yeah. There is a leak on the canopy. If you feel the canopy out here, yeah, you're gonna smell a little bit of fuel on the back.
Planning to enter on a crosswind for 23.
We are moving the exhaust a little bit farther. And I'll show you a stall to see how easy. So like I say, right now we got about 120 knots. Alright, so first thing you notice that the airplane is very clean. I'm going to reduce the power, and if you maintain the altitude, it's going to take a while to slow down, okay? And that's one of the issues you're going to have with a newer pilot, because the gear goes down about 90 knots out here, you know? There you go, see?
You can hear it when the...
Yeah. Still, the airplane is still flying very good. That's 80 knots. Reduce the idle to idle.
Mount Vernon traffic, Cessna 753 down to uniform, about 10 miles to the southwest, 2,600 climbing 3,000. Going to be holding at Sono intersection.
And that's the stall. You see that? So very nice and balanced. Okay, so like I say, even if it's very maneuverable, it doesn't have the characteristic of uncomfortability at low altitude. You know, if you go out here and still an 80 knots, you know, I put maybe a notch of flap. Look at that, with a notch of flap, 80 knots, no problem whatsoever. You know. So this is a good compromise from an airplane that wants to have some fun on the weekend. At the same time, you put some power on. Now you're going places for a cross country. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can do some low passes on the airport. And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is about 5 miles to the south. We'll enter 45 degrees left downwind for runway 23 at Mount Vernon. So if I put some power, and I go about 75% of power, I'll just accelerate a little bit. There we go. This is about 75% power. There you go, 140 knots indicated, you know. We are about 2,000 feet, so density altitude about 3,000 feet, 6% more. So will that be a true indicated airspeed of about 142?
Mount Vernon traffic, Cherokee 2242 November, entering extended downwind for runway 23, Mount Vernon.
Ah, somebody's in an extended, oh, I see it.
The only one I see up here.
Yeah, that's the only one is up there.
Yeah, it's the only one I can see anyway.
And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is entering 45 degrees left downwind for runway 23. We do have the Cherokee inside. The other day I was in Detroit, I was doing a demo flight. I asked the tower to give me a touch and go, and then I decided to do a low pass, so I didn't put the gear down. And so they called me, go around, the gear, no, go around. And I said, yeah, I know, I'm doing a low pass. Well, you confuses us, you know. But that's not the Cherokee. Oh, that's the Cherokee, I see it. We're gonna go behind him.
Okay.
And Cherokee, I'm downwind for T3. We do have you inside. We're going to follow you in.
Cherokee 42 November, understand number 1 for 23, Mount Vernon.
And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is left downwind runway 23, number 2. The other one is behind us.
Mount Vernon traffic, Cessna 3.
In this airplane, I felt like Maverick, you know.
No intersection. Can I overfly the airport 3000, Mount Vernon?
Mount Vernon experimental 9 Bravo Alpha, so left downwind 23, looks like I'm number 4.
We made a mistake on letting him go. It's going to make a big 747 pattern.
Mount Vernon traffic, Cherokee 42 November, turning base, runway 23, Mount Vernon.
He's cutting her pretty short.
Yeah. Yeah, but usually I would turn near.
Oh.
Yeah.
So is there a signal on the dash to say whether you've got the gear up and down?
Yes, these 3 lights. So 1, 2, 3. And now the gear is up. We're gonna keep it up. And Mandarin traffic, Tucano is going to be left base, runway 23 for low pass only at Mandarin. And Mandarin traffic, Tucano is on final runway 23, low pass at Mandarin. We have 1 and 2 there, so we can cut the base short.
Mandarin traffic, Sasa 68, 10 mile north, inbound for landing, runway 23, Mandarin.
Our friendly flight school.
Vernon, non-Bravo Alpha's left base 23.
How could you tell that?
What?
That was your friendly Chinese guys.
I recognize the 150.
Vernon traffic 39 uniform, about 4 miles to the west, going to be overflying at 3,000 Mount Vernon.
Ready for the pull?
Yep.
42 November, next right.
42 November, understand.
And Mandarin traffic, Tucano is on our left crossway, runway 23, entering left downway 23 for Mandarin.
Tucano traffic, are you going to be full stop or closed traffic?
It's going to be close traffic.
Roger, thank you.
I only see 1 person on final.
All I can see.
And now we go.
Mandarin traffic, Sasa 68, 5 mile north, inbound for landing, runway 23, Mandarin traffic.
Mount Vernon traffic 390 uniform, entering the downwind for 23 Mount Vernon.
Then I have to wait for the other guy. Mandarin traffic, Tucano is going to turn left, crosswind runway 23, following the airplane on downwind. Up there. So you can see it's just a fun plane to fly, you know? It's, I'd say once you stabilize, it does everything by himself.
I can't believe it. I can't. It's so smooth.
Yes.
And the controls, like I say, I've been following you along on the controls. There's no pressure. There's just all there.
Yeah. It's very well balanced.
Yeah. I mean, very little rudder input needed at all.
Yes, exactly. But like I say, this one gives to me a sensation of solidity and, like I say, smoothness of the controller. You can really play with it, you know. Yeah, this is not an extra 300 or whatever Sean does, you know, Chuck or whatever. But for gentleman aerobatics and cross country is a great combination, you know. And you're still working on about 6 gallons an hour of automotive fuel, you know. Alright, I'm gonna put gear down. One, two, three green, so the gear is down. And Mandarin traffic, Tucano is standing on our left base for runway 23, Mandarin. I'm gonna land on the number, he's gonna land long. I'm gonna put second notch of flap.
not a very down attitude that you're coming in at either. I mean, you're coming in pretty flat.
Yep, yep. There we go. And that's what I say, the fact that this airplane stalls at 45 miles an hour, it gives you a lot to see. Now I'm going to slow down, put the rest of the flap down, and now this has become a 150. Hey, look at that. They're already cleared, and we're going to land. And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano, short final runway 33, Mount Vernon. Because it's still landing relatively short. Let me see how short we can land with the 80. So even if people want to operate it on a grass strip, you know. I talk about 250 feet, but we're a little bit too fast.
Manila traffic, Cessna 68, 45 degree, inbound left downwind, runway 23, Manila. 39 uniform, where is your position?
7539 uniform, down to departure at AA 100.
Okay, see you. Thank you.
See, no, we did not put nose down, and he went like a baby, you know.
Yeah, like I say, the way that he came in there, I was expecting more nose down, but he came in flat until we got to the 75 feet.
Causal wind, runway 23, inbound traffic inside Mount Vernon.
And like that, you see, even at low speed, we were controllable. We left the nose up until all the landing and the takeoff again, you know. So you have plenty of authority control of the elevator.
To me, like you're a lot faster than that 150 too.
I know. But like I said, that's the thing. I can catch up with you and slow down with no problem. And number no traffic, Tucano is on our left crossing runway 23. We're going to be number 2 there on the 150. Like I say, the airplane is maneuverable, is solid, is smooth, and has a good speed range, so you can go fast. And
it's very comfortable too. Lots of room in here.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 200 pounds, like I say, and I've still got lots of room in here.
Yeah. I say, remember, we between 210 mine and 200 yours, we do have probably about 10 pounds of equipment in here. And that's already 420 pounds without considering the fuel, you know. And the airplane is performing like a hot rod. And Mount Vernon traffic, Tucano is on final runway 3323, full stop, Mount Vernon.
Manila traffic, Cessna 68, left downwind, runway 23, Manila.
See, right now the flaps are coming in now. See, I put the last notch, and you see the airplane is nice, and there you go, they float out. There we go. Gonna put it very easy. We landed.
Yeah. I wondered what that noise was.